Hi, today I want us to think about the 7 biggest regrets of people who married young. I am not against getting married young. I proposed to my Mercy when I was 20 and I married when I was 25. In fact, I have done a video dubbed 7 advantages of marrying young. You want to check it out? 7 advantages of marrying young. But of course, life has pros and cons. I want to look at the biggest regrets of people who married young. Let's face it, people evolve, people change, people grow, habits develop, people change habits, interests keep evolving, priorities change through life. So there's some regrets of people who married young. Number 1, a lot of people who married young, and I'm talking about ages 20 all the way to about 27, they were driven by infatuation. Most of them were never driven by love. I mean, they were being pushed by physical chemistry, physical attraction. They wanted to sleep with each other. That's just a fact. They wanted safe sex. Some of them didn't want to sin against God and they wanted to do things right. But like for me, to be honest, I was dreaming and thinking how it would feel like to taste my God and I couldn't wait for it. So most people who married young, it's not that they so much understood love. No, love developed with time. They were actually driven by feelings and emotions, infatuation. But those who stayed the course, love began to develop, love for one another. They barely knew each other when they got into marriage. The second regret, number 2, they succumb to marriage pressure. Usually, when you find people marrying, especially between the age of 19 to 25, trust me, there is somebody pushing the partner. They are not both equally ready. Like in our case, I was pushing Mercy into marriage. I think she could have wanted to wait for 2, 3, 4 more years, but I was putting a lot of pressure and she didn't want to say no. A lot of kids who get married early, there is so much pressure from their partner and they just want to impress their partner. They don't want to tell him no. They don't want to tell her no. One of the 2 people is pushing the others and putting pressure. Well, if you ever learn anything from my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If I'm a blessing to your life, support me in what I do by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Will you do that for me? Deal? Thank you. I love you so much. Okay. The third regret of guys who got married early, number 3, they experimented with their partner. And I'm not talking about sex here, though that's part of it. And I don't encourage experimenting out there. I don't encourage. I would rather you get married a novice matter sex, because if you bring some experience from out there, it becomes a baggage. You start remembering some fantasies, a guy, a woman who drove you crazy, a man, a woman who drove you in bed nuts, and you're expecting your partner to do the same. And if they can't deliver or exceed expectations, you get frustrated. And of course, every time you sleep with someone, the Bible says you become one body with them. And you inherit even their emotional baggage. So I'm not talking about bringing a sexual experience. But then you realize a lot of guys who get married very early, this could be the first person they are kissing. And my goodness, sometimes it can be drama. Some people, even the first night is drama. They don't even know where to begin. And many of them don't even succeed in breaking virginity. Oh my God. Did I just say that? Hey, a lot of times you find they learn how to control their anger in marriage. They learn how to listen to each other in marriage. They are growing together. And some of them are not able to navigate the murky waters of early childhood in marriage. I'm talking about the early years of marriage. Some marriages never recover. They call each other names. They fight. I mean, they don't even know how to live with one another. And some of these marriages never recover. Number 4. They have no money. A lot of young couples who get married in the early 20s, they had no money. They had no car to drive around, to go to the bush, to go to the parks. They couldn't go to nice restaurants for dinner or hang out, say Friday night. They couldn't afford holidays and vacations. They couldn't afford good clothes. They couldn't live in very good neighborhoods. So yes, sometimes there is financial constraint because these guys are fresh from college or fresh from high school. So yes, sometimes the marriage strains financially, especially if they conceive early, if they get babies very early. It can be very strenuous. They don't even have money to deliver in a good hospital. They can have debts and bills piling up, and it can put tension and pressure into the marriage. Yes, some regrets of getting married early. Number five, they never played with their peers. I mean, these guys were never on the dating scene because somebody closed into them very early, locked them very early. They never had a chance to see other people. I mean, to date so-and-so and so-and-so, and then be able to zero into their partner. For example, I mean, Mercy never dated anyone else. I never proposed to anyone else. So it looks like a good thing and it has its own advantages. But sometimes people get into marriage with wishes. They never hanged out with so-and-so. They never hanged out with other people. They never hanged out with their peers or other young people. They lost the freedom of singlehood. They even lost their single friends too early. And they lost their freedom as bachelors and spinsters too early. Yes, and it has its own demerits. Yes, number 6, they lost the chance to take career risks. When you get married early, you end up missing out on some job opportunities because you want to be with your partner. Some opportunities, some jobs that require you to work late at night, to be out of town, out of state, out of the country, to go out of the country for further studies. You end up ignoring those opportunities for the sake of your marriage because then priorities change. Your marriage comes first, your family comes first, and if you get kids too fast, then your husband, your wife, your children become your priority, not your career development. And any career that requires traveling. Sometimes maybe you are called to be a soldier or to work in humanitarian prone areas, and you have to forego such opportunities for the sake of your marriage or for the sake of your children. So yes, there are sometimes missed opportunities because of marriage. Of course, there are some advantages. A lot of guys, when they get married early, they take care of their resources. They don't become wasteful. They don't waste their money with different women, with different men. So there are pros and cons. Number 7, there are a lot of people who regret when they got married early. They look for their partner for happiness. A lot of guys who got married early or young, they look to their partner for happiness. They have unmanaged expectations. They thought and they keep thinking that their partner should make them happy. They look at their partner like they are superhuman, that they should solve every problem for them. You know, when you get married in your 30s or 40s, you tend to be more sober with life. You tend to have managed expectations. You've seen a little bit more in life. You don't expect your partner to be your God. You don't expect your partner to be superhuman and to solve all your problems. Of course, there are advantages of getting married early, and you can look for that video in my YouTube channel. Let me know your thoughts. Please give me some comments. If you got married early, what are some of your regrets of getting married early? If you got married early, what are some of the things you're happy about? What are some of the advantages of getting married early? Let's engage. Let's have some conversation. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with someone else. Thank you so much, and God bless you.